Inland Sports.
And what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Inland Sports Show, live and amplified here at Teen Vision TV 16. I am your host, Pep Fernandez. Our first show of 2023, and we are going big tonight. A little bit later in the show, we'll talk Ramona basketball and Arlington soccer, but we always talk Inland Empire football on the show. And we only had one 11-man football team make it to the CIF finals, win a CIF championship, and get to the state finals, and that would be the San Jacinto Tigers. And they are joining us live in studio as the big announcement. Aric Galliano is our Inland Sports Coach of the Year, and we have co-MVPs this season, quarterback Dereun Dortch and receiver DB Dillon Gresham back there as well. Congratulations, guys. It was kind of an easy pick because we like to celebrate our champions here in the IE, and you guys were the only school in our coverage area to make it to the finals and win the whole thing. Coach, I'll start with you. Man, what a fantastic season for you guys. The first time that the Jack has ever won a CIF title. It's a pretty old school. What did it mean to bring a championship to the school?
Unbelievable. You know, the community's rallied around us. It's been awesome. Great feeling for the kids, the community. I couldn't be happier.
And we're going to get to your guys in just a second. But that championship game, I know you guys won on the road. What was that like to celebrate on the road and then get a SoCal Regional Championship game back on your home field where you could do a little more celebrating there as well?
Well, on the road, it was funny. I live right down the street from Orange High School, or from Fred Kelly Stadium growing up, and I played there in high school. You know, so I had a lot of family and friends that were able to come out and be at the game. So it was really important for me, and you know, my family was there. You know, getting that regional game after that win, getting the regional game at home, you know, to bring that celebration back to San Jacinto. Yeah. You know, the crowd was awesome. You know, you were there, you saw the crowd. It hadn't been like that. I've been there 10 years. I hadn't seen it like that before, and you know, just a great atmosphere. And you know, the kids came out and played their butts off.
All right, Coach, let's talk to your guys as well. I'll start with Dereun Dortch, again, one of our co-MVPs this season for Inland Sports. Dereun, I had to write down your stats because they're unbelievable for a quarterback right now. You combined, I think, for 58 total touchdowns, passing and rushing. Let's see, you threw for over 3,400 yards. You ran for nearly 600. This season, was it better than you could even expect? You know, when you had these big goals and big dreams of having this great season for San Jacinto, was it like even better than you thought?
Yeah, it was better than I thought. I wrote on my whiteboard a couple months ago, or before the season started, sorry. And I wrote, I want a CIF championship again. And, you know, I told everybody, like I was joking around with it sometimes. I was like, I'm going to throw for over 3,000 yards. I'm going to get all these touchdowns. It's actually going to happen. And then for it to actually happen, it felt great to do and something I could brag about for a couple more years.
Now, Coach Galliano is the man because he would always text me on Friday nights and like send me your stats. And it was always like unbelievable, like Dortch passed for 4 touchdowns, ran for 2, you know, threw for 300 yards, ran for 100. I'm like, oh my gosh, those are like video game numbers. If I asked you, are you a pass-first quarterback, a run-first quarterback, a dual threat, how would you kind of describe the way you play the quarterback position?
I'll definitely say I'm a pass-first quarterback now. I used to run the ball more because I played running back in my youth days. But now since I have like receivers I can trust, I'm looking to pass the ball until you give me a reason to run the ball.
Who was the genius along the way that made you into a quarterback?
My dad.
Your dad. So by the time you got to Coach Galliano, you were already quarterback.
Yeah. I started quarterback my 8th grade year because I broke my leg in 7th grade. And then he said after he saw me throw and I have a strong arm to switch over, I was like, okay, let's do it.
All right, Dereun, let's pass the microphone over to Dillon Gresham, our other co-MVP this season here on the Inland Sports Show. Nobody has had a season catching the football in our inland area like Dillon Gresham. It was a record-setting season. The numbers shattered all the records. Dillon, I have him right here. 90 catches, over 2,000 yards receiving, 31 touchdowns. Inland area records, plus you led the nation in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns as well. You know, obviously you got a great quarterback that has a lot of confidence and he gets you the football. But, you know, what was this season like for you? And you made it look easy. I'm sure it wasn't, but you made it look easy out there. What was the season like for you?
Man, it was honestly just really fun. It was something I'm really glad to be a part of. It was an amazing feeling playing amazing feeling being at school. It was just an amazing year for me.
You came up with so many big touchdowns, and I go back to that university game, and then there was the interception at the very end that kind of sealed the deal. And I'm like, is that number 8 again? And then, once the pile kind of cleared, I'm like, yeah, it's Dillon again. He did it again. Did you like being out there playing both sides of the football?
Honestly, not really. It was very tiring, very, very tiring. But, when you realize, like, how much the game means to you and your teammates, you just got to make sacrifices, do what you got to do.
That was the go-ahead touchdown towards the end of the game against University City from San Diego in that SoCal Regional Championship. I'll start with Dillon, and I'm going to go to Dereun as well. But, Dillon, and there's the interception to seal it. Do you want the football, like with the game on the line and the clock is winding down and, you guys need a touchdown? I mean, are you the kind of guy that's like, give me that football, I'm going to make a play for our team?
Absolutely. I'm glad my teammates are able to trust me with the football at the end of any clutch game. And I just know I believe in myself that I could do it, and my teammates do as well.
You led the nation in receiving, yards and touchdowns. You broke the inland area records for receiving. You're only a junior. I mean, Coach Galliano's got you for another season. I mean, do you ever kind of step back just a little bit and kind of, and have like a little proud moment and enjoy those numbers a little bit?
For a little bit, but then, it's always more work to do.
All right, let me go back to Dereun over here. I'll pass the microphone back to the quarterback. And Dereun, you had, Dillon, you had Vincent Holmes, you had some great receivers, you had some great running backs as well, Myers and Brown. When you look at that offense, where you just like, hey, I got the keys to the car. I'm just going to make this thing drive, keep everybody happy. We're going to run the football. We're going to throw the football. How did you kind of, like you said, you could do both. You can throw the football and run the football. How did you just make sure the offense kept going? If the other team was going to let you run the ball, you run it. If they're going to open up the pass game, then you're going to throw it. Like, as the quarterback, how did you kind of, engineer those scoring drives this season?
I just, had to get the ball to the playmakers. Coach told me we have these other dudes have guys, but we also have guys. You have 5 players to stop on offense. They probably have like 2. And to stop all 5 of us was like the hardest thing to do this season. Pretty sure we all put up 1,000 yards. David Myers had a total of 1,000. Malachi had 1,000. He had 2,000. Vince had 1,000. It was just so hard to stop that offense. I mean, we had 701 points total. Well, I don't know if that was offense, that's total points, but yeah, it was just great. I didn't know what to do with it. It was a lot.
How much fun was it, though? I mean, like, you guys were scoring a lot of points, and everyone's happy because they're putting up a bunch of yards and getting touchdowns. Like, how much fun as a senior this year did you have? It
was so fun. Like, every time I gave one of them the ball, you could probably see in one of my highlights, I'm always putting my hands up like this because I'm automatically think they're going to score. And sometimes they get hawked by, like, Malachi and Myers. I hope y'all see this. They'll get hawked, and we'll just go do it again. They're going to get a long break and, make it to the championship with them and winning that too, even with Myers hurt. It was just a great feeling. I feel like we all worked hard for it and fought through a lot of things to get that, and it was important to us.
Coach, let's rewind a little bit back to even like Mountain Pass League play. You had a close game with Tockwitz, and maybe you guys were better for it in the long run, playing a close game. Very impressive showing against Liberty. Was there a game or a moment throughout the season when you kind of stood back and said, you know what, this feels like a championship team. Like, this feels like a team that, either is never going to give up, they're going to find a way to win. If we get the ball last, we're going to win. Like, was there a moment or a game where you felt like this team is different, this team is special?
I think it was a 3-week span, between Beaumont, because we ended up with Beaumont in end of the league, losing them 28-27. And then after them beating us in the playoffs last year, that, and then moving into Tockwitz, and we shut everybody out last year in the league, and that was my goal for, again, try to challenge those kids. Like, let's do it again. And they ended up, we were in a barn burner, and then we had some internal issues that we had to address as a team, and we sat some guys against Liberty, against the league championship game, because they were undefeated and we were undefeated, and I think the kids realized that it's bigger than ourselves. It's bigger than myself. It's about the program and about the community, and I think once that happened and those younger kids were able to play, and the older guys that had to sit and watch, I think they learned something from it.
Yeah.
And we're senior led. We're losing 30 kids, from the team from this year. So that they understood how we practiced and they understood how we did things, and so it's, I think that 3-week span was the key to the turning point in our year.
So I mean, we talk about some of these football seasons where it's like, oh yeah, we blew everyone out. We were 16-0. We had no problems. But realistically, a football team has ups and downs. Like you said, the Beaumont game,
Yep.
Chaparral, which is a
Yep.
good team, and then you guys get, I guess, hot at the right time, right?
Yeah,
I mean, Division 6 too. Like I thought you guys might end up in 7. You got in Division 6,
Yeah,
which is even
and
higher.
that was our whole thing. I kept trying to tell the kids, like, we just got to peak at the right time.
Yeah.
With the way the system is now, it's peaking at the right time, and how we've changed our philosophy as a program, and them understanding what we're trying to get out of them, making sure we're healthy. In the end of October and November, so we're playing at our peak. The kids did a great job of understanding it and buying into what we're doing. And it helps having those type of guys behind the coaches. They make me look good, and make our other coaches look good. And Dereun hit it on the head. Those 5 guys on offense make it tough to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they had to pick or choose. You're gonna stop the running, you're gonna stop the pass, and if they try to do both, and then we can unleash him in the run game as well. But it was unbelievable time. I still talk about it.
And for the Southern Section playoffs, you guys weren't the top seed. I forget, what were you guys seeded?
I think we're the 10 seed.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like you guys kind of came from out of nowhere? I mean, you knew what you had, but other teams are like, oh, San Jacinto, where is that? I couldn't even find that on a map.
I think everybody still says that
right?
now.
Like, where is that place? They're good football, but where is that?
I thought our draw was really good. And we just had to get by the first round. That was our biggest thing, because us losing the first round the year previous. If we can get by that first round, I think we can do some damage. And but the type of offense that we play, and defense can make some key stops at certain times. Dillon said he didn't like to play both ways the whole time, and he didn't. It wasn't until mainly the end of the year and in the playoffs. We kind of, we limited their time on both sides to make sure those guys were fresh, and we can try to make this.
It's a long season, 16 games.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It felt like an NFL season. So as coaches too, I'm still recovering at home too. But no, it was a great feeling. It's unbelievable. What it's done for our community and for our school.
So Division 6 CIF Southern Section champions, and then you win the SoCal Regional Championship, 3AA. You go up to Northern California to play Grant from Sacramento. I don't know how, if you want to drill deep on this one, but that Grant game, I didn't get to watch it, but I was following along with the live stats. And within the final 5 minutes of the game, I probably said 5 different times, oh, this game's over. Oh, this game's, oh my gosh, now it's over. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they scored again. Now it's like, was it one of the craziest games you've ever seen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needless to say.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. You can say as much as you want or as little as you want.
I'll say as little as I want. I don't need to get into that. But no, it was good. It was good. We were evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
It was a really good game to be a part of. The atmosphere was cool, and being able to travel and take the kids on a trip. Teach them like it was going to college, and that's everybody's goal, is to try to get a scholarship and earn a scholarship. Yeah. So we treated it, and that's how I told them was how we're going to treat it. We had some fun on the way up. We took them by Fresno State for an unofficial visit, just walk around the facilities and do those things and tour. Had dinner, did walkthroughs, had meetings, had bed checks. They had all the questions. This guy had all the questions about bed checks. How many times are you going to check us? And
just go to sleep, Darren.
Yeah. But no, it was unbelievable. 34-32, I think the final was, but. It is what it is. We can't take anything away from what these kids have done this season, what they've done for our school and our community. I keep harping on that because it's bigger than us. We're one of the oldest schools in Riverside County.
Yeah.
And for us to finally get the first one in football, it means a lot to the community and to our school, and a lot of school board members that have been around for a long time, and they're just extremely proud. Because I think Johnny said it earlier, cow country out there. Because we're off the beaten path a little bit, it's good to get us some recognition sometimes. You
mean San Jacinto's known for more than just dairies, right? Yeah. Now you're known for football.
Hopefully we can continue that.
So, Dereun, let me go to you on this one. Obviously, you will always be the quarterback that led San Jacinto to their first ever CIF Southern Section Championship. Your stats are off the charts. What's next for you? I see you playing college football somewhere, man. Someone's going to strike gold when they get you.
I'm still looking. I'm still searching for the right college. Talking to a couple colleges right now. See who just takes a shot on me.
Well, someone's going to strike gold, man. I mean, obviously, the numbers don't lie. Like his stats were unbelievable, and you played some good teams, Coach. Like, you had
absolutely
good competition.
His QBR rating, his completion percentage. I think Eric Paul Johnson mentioned to me before. I think it was before the university game. He had less than 100 incompletions in 2 years up to that point. You know, and so I think the numbers speak for themselves. Someone just needs to take a shot.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, what everything's happening in college football now is like NFL free agency.
It's wild.
You know, the transfer portal, everybody just leaving. I think that's causing, you know, some issues with the high school recruitment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm on it. You see my Twitter post. Just give him a chance.
Yeah.
He's going to come in and compete. That's all we're asking for.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me go to Dillon here. Let's pass the mic over. Dillon, you're only a junior. You're going to be back. I know, obviously, you had some great seniors this year at San Jacinto, but you're going to come back with the Tigers. What are you excited? What's your expectations? What's your goals for next year now?
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to another CIF championship and another run back to state, hopefully to win this one. And, yeah.
All right, Coach. There you go. The bar's been set.
Evidently.
I mean, state title or bust, right?
No,
for the Jack.
Yeah, it was funny because I saw him a week ago, Dillon. There's like 10 of the kids out on the stadium. I forgot something in my office, and I had to go pick it up. And they're out there already working routes and doing stuff on their own. And that's what's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, we're a tight-knit community, and kids out there just, you know, trying to get better. I don't know about. It's a hard move. We got to start with, you know, week 0 and, you know, finalizing our schedule and doing all those things, but, you know, that's ultimately our goal every year is, you know, to win league and then see how far we can push it. So, no, we're excited. And we got a good group coming back. We lose a lot, but we got a good group coming back, and, you know, we'll see what it has in store for us.
All right, let's end it like this. You actually need a couple games for next season? Is that right?
I need a couple games.
If coaches are watching
People are watching. I need week 1, week 4, or week 5. We're open. One of them need to be a home game possibly for us. Can go on the road.
So if they're ready to step their game up and play a CIF champ.
I don't know about that, but you know, we're always looking. You know, I'm beating the path, and, you know, we have some leads, but, you know, we're excited. You know, the kids have done a great job. I can't emphasize about those kids, and, you know, they make my job fun, and, you know, being able to be a part with them and enjoying it. You know,
well,
they keep bugging me about designing the rings, and so.
Which you were working on. You were showing me.
We are working on it.
It's happening, right?
It is happening.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are excited, so no, it's very cool time for us to San Jacinto.
Well, speaking of rings, last time I saw you, it was orange, but it was like a rubber ring.
Yep.
Is that same
rubber
thing?
one as well. But
so you're going to step up to some bling.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. The wife as well.
Well, guys, congratulations. Dereun and Dillon are co-MVPs this year for Inland Sports, and Coach Galliano, our Coach of the Year. Congratulations, guys, on a historic season, first ever title for the San Jacinto Tigers. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate the time. When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we're going to talk a little football with the Arlington Lions. That's next.
Inland Sports.